Here we go. Time for some ukulele. It's Friday. And so to Fridays we do our member concert, or Kick Your Fanny Friday, sort of whatever tunes there happen to be striking me from week to week that we should work on, that we haven't worked on in a while. That's what we do here. Jolly Roger, I'm missing something, ukulele.com, jollyrogerukulele.com, okay, that's it. And so today we're working on some 3 songs from Sound of Music, and they're lovely. And so if you are not a member, you should go become one so you can get the sheet music. It costs you $5. And then of course there's ongoing fees, but it's pretty cheap and pretty fun, and you should come join us. We're on Twitter. Let me make sure we're posted here on the website, which is, as I mentioned, jollyrogerukulele.com. Command V, Shift, highlight, blue, bold, link, enter, edit, settings, open a new tab, update, and update. Okay, so now we're on the website. We played both baritone and ukulele, so I've got my old baritone here that's being fussy with this one tuner, so I'm going to grab my screwdriver. If you haven't figured this out, if you have an old ukulele from back in the day, you also have to have a screwdriver because the tuners are going to be, the tuning knobs are going to be an ongoing adventure. And so 1/8 of a turn usually solves the trick. We'll see if that doesn't feel tight enough. I bet it's going to give up. Let's do it a little bit tighter. It's this guy right here. Maybe I turned the wrong one. It's this guy that's being the pain. So let's try one more time. Why should you want a baritone? Because you've already learned how to play it by learning to play ukulele, and you get that little bit darker tone. It's all of the strengths of low G ukulele without any of the liabilities. And so I always tell people, they're like, I need a low G. I'm like, I think you probably should go baritone first because then you won't need to buy a low G ukulele. Low G ukulele is a little bit more expensive. It takes all the ukulele-ness out of ukulele. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. A lot of people end up with them, but I don't think you should. 1, 2, let's see, baritone, ukulele, baritone. Let's start with baritone, do, re, mi. Let's try that first. Let me make sure the link is working correctly. Jink, jink. Yay me. I'm even on time this time. Robin is killing it today. Yeah. She was late to harmonica. What the heck, man? On time to ukulele, late to harmonica. It should be the opposite. Let me make sure this link is working. Click. And click. All right. I was going to write Jolly Roger Ukulele Kick Your Fanny Friday Naked Tuff Rock Dance Party. Tuff Rock Naked Dance Party, something like that. And then I thought, no, that is too edgy. So I didn't put that on there. You're welcome. Let's see. So the link is working. Got the website up, or I've already tweeted. Let's play. So grab Do, Re, Mi, the baritone version of that. And guys, we're going to play all 6 songs today, so let's see how we do. Close enough. Here we go. Do, re, mi is all the way down to measure 34, and then we're going to come back up to measure 19 and then play down through the bottom, skipping 34. So it's once on the top, twice on the bottom. How about that? Let me put you guys into the right window here. And let's see if we can see me more or less. You don't care about seeing me, you care about playing, right? All right. And by the way, I own one of these cheapy, I own lots of these cheapy ukulele tuners. You don't want to own these. If you own one of these cheap ones, they usually have a green screen or an orange screen. You want to go pay to get a snark. I promise. I don't get paid by them at all. I just know how much the other ones are. Not cool. I guess I will. Let's put it about here, okay? And I got my sheet music way over here, so I'll be looking weird. I look weird no matter where my sheet music is. From the top, 4-beat count-in, do, re, mi on baritone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Down. So too many mistakes for a Friday, but that's the first time I think I've played it on baritone. I wrote them out, right, and then I played it once, and then I posted them. So there we go. I'll play it much better on ukulele, I promise. No, I don't promise. Today is string changing day for this guy. So if you hear any bad sounds, it's not me, it's the strings. And let's see if we can make this one go a little bit more smoothly. Grab your ukulele version of this. Why isn't it changing? Because it must have done something crazy here. Do, re, mi, da, da, da. ukulele. Dink, there you go. All right, same exact thing, only on God's instrument. Who's here? Diane made it in. Lynn made it in from New Jersey. Sandy in from Michigan. Robin in from British Columbia. Rita in from Chicago. Vicky in from Bozeman. 13 and sunny. We've been having Montana-like weather here in Denver, and we're all about to lose our minds. We had 3 days in a row where it's super cold, and we're just not any good at it. So Michelle is in straight out of freezing Thornton. Thornton's northern Denver. It's the part of Denver you don't go to. All right, do, re, mi. Well, you baritone I was thumbing in. I'm going to pluck it this way first all the way through and then thumb to finish up. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Play. That's a fun one. It gets where it feels crazy, crazy, crazy fast. And you're like, I don't know if this is going to go very well for me. So that's fun. I was noticing as I was playing that I did not put the most recent version of the ukulele ones into my thingamabop here. And so I'm going to overwrite those. Overwrite. Chink, so that I get to the same ones you're probably playing from. Next we're going to go to Edelweiss. Let's make Edelweiss our next tune. And we're going to sound amazing. Grab the ukulele version of Edelweiss. Dink, dink, all right, dink. Oh, looks like, oh yeah, I guess it is. Added a retardando, that was it. All right. Edelweiss ukulele style. That's the baritone. There's Edelweiss.
All right, and this one's just 2 times through, right? This is, and this one you don't want to play quite as fast. This one you want to have it be like la la la, right? You know how they do music in Austria. They don't do this song in Austria at all. Let's see. Fran, looking forward to some warmer weather here. High today in the 60s. Fran sent me a photo of where she lives. There's palm trees, there's oranges, and in the distant mountains you see snow-capped Rockies, and you're like, I'm gonna unfriend her. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life. I want Rita to send me photos of what winter is like in Chicago. That's what I want. So I know things can get tougher. All right, here we go. Edelweiss, nice and slow. Take your time. Let's make it as pretty as we can. And if you're on baritone, obviously. Let it ring, right? You're on chords. You know these chords. And Linda made it in. Good to see you, Linda. We got the British Columbia group in now, finally. Thanks for getting here, Linda. Pulling a Robin on us. 1, 2, 3. That's really hard to beat that song in terms of just got it all going on, right? Nothing fancy in there at all. It just makes you happy. That's I don't know. I like stuff like that. That makes me happy. All right, switch over to your baritones. If you don't own a baritone, you are going to be on chords. You ever have these cheap tuners? You're playing a D and it says you're on A. Yeah, it's for sure an A. They get confused between the I always used to do this. Whatever note you're trying to get to here. Sometimes cheap tuners get confused. It's that note. All right, baritone version. Who else made it in? Let's see.
Rita, weather today is not bad. Last time it was cold and snowy. That's what you when you hear somebody from Chicago saying, "Yeah, the weather's not bad here." You're like, you're a poor judge. We've seen the photos. It's terrible there. It's an emergency there most of the time. Hey Pam, welcome to Connecticut. Snow day up there. Not happy because it means I can enjoy. Yeah, I'm not. I'm so happy. Oh, okay. I know it's been forever since we've seen you. I did see the weather moving up the coast up in New England there. So that's how you know when the weather's real, right? Because it's going to affect New Yorkers, and then they put it on the news. New Englanders. Otherwise, it's just weather. All right, from the top. Hopefully, ukulele. You guys know these chords. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. And back to the top. There we go. How about that? That's good stuff. Robin said she's been playing Edelweiss a lot, and it's kind of showing. So I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but practicing is a good thing, right? It's not against the rules. You won't suddenly end up being a guitarist if you practice, right? Because they don't practice either. But one of the things that I think, if you just sit down, don't think of it as practice. Think, I'm going to go play some songs. Right? I just want to go play a few songs, right? And then, and don't always work on the hard stuff, right? Don't always. That's one thing that the musicians do to themselves. We're always working on stuff that sucks, and we're never any good, right? Or the whole time it's always terrible. Go back to the stuff you did way back in the before time. By the way, I'm grabbing my favorite things on baritone. Go back into the before time, play Spaghetti Monster, play Three Blind Mice, play Brahms Lullaby, play something that's super easy,
And those of you who are newer, those aren't necessarily easy. But go back, 6 months and figure out what you were working on then, and play that once in a while, right? And just think of it that way. I think just getting your hand on the instrument, sitting down, taking the 30 minutes to go sit in the back room and just plink out some tunes. Nothing else is going to substitute for that in terms of making you better. Yes, showing up to orchestra will make you faster and more confident, but to make you where you're really putting out really pretty tones, really pretty tunes, feeling like you're in control of the instrument, you got to be on it. And when I sit down to play, if I haven't played that day, the first couple of songs are pretty rough, and so it's like, oh yeah, come on, hands, you can get this together. And I think just playing, right? Just playing. Yeah, sure, you work on the new stuff, you work on the stuff that's hard, but it never hurts to just sit down and play something that you're just kind of trying to get better at, but also something that you are already pretty good at, and it just makes you feel good. And don't think of it as if you're going to present something on stage to somebody, then you got to memorize it and do the metronome and all that stuff. But mostly you don't have to do that, right? Mostly you can just enjoy the instrument, enjoy making music. So I run a little bit counter to what your piano teacher told you when you were 7, but they were wrong. I'm right. What are you gonna do? Let's see. Sandy says, nice, good duet piece. Yeah, right on. Linda and Robin live near each other, right? They can get together and play a duet on that. Michelle says, I've been playing Edelweiss and My Favorite Things a lot, and I kept up! Exclamation point. See, just putting in the time. I'll mess it up with My Favorite Things. We'll play a little too fast so Michelle gets blown out. All right, break test kits, yay! All right, so we're gonna have a Jolly Roger British Columbia. What do they call those? Meetups. All right, My Favorite Things is the Tuff one of the week. How are we doing on time? Pretty good. All right, I enjoy going back to Spaghetti Monster. It always makes me feel like think about it. After doing something like that, right? You're just like, yeah, heck yeah, man. And then you're like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this instrument, and so yeah, do that. That's fine, right? Go back to that one. Let's see. I need to work harder at playing and keeping up with others. Sometimes I'm behind or ahead. Like Mom and Gary, need to pull out the metronome more. Don't pull out the metronome more. Here's when do you use the metronome? I say it all the time. Here's when you pull it out. When it's memorized and when you have a concert where you're going to be playing that's when you pull the metronome out. Not until then. Okay? If you're not memorized, the metronome's just going to make your life miserable. So memorize first, metronome second. If you're not needing to memorize the song, you don't need to use a metronome on it. Will the metronome make you better? Yeah. Will it ruin your life? Yeah. Do you want to play like that? No. If you want to get where you're a little bit better metronome-wise, I'm not the best example of that, right? You don't come, we have to play together here, but I don't know if I'm on the beat or not. Most time I can tell, right? But not all the time. Where you can really tell is orchestra. That's where you can start to feel that boom, 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 and it's not stopping, and you're like, oh God, I got to keep up sort of thing. That's where you learn to play with a metronome, is an orchestra, when you're not memorized. But there's no point in using a metronome unless you are going to get that song all the way up to the top. And normally by the time you're memorized and you really know how to play the song, when you bring out the metronome, it's already in time. It's already fine. You might find one or two places where you need to do some adjustment. For the most part, the metronome does serve a purpose, right? But it's not the purpose that you've been told. And so I never use one, ever. Never, until I'm memorized, and then I always use it. But yeah, so there we go. Yeah. My spaghetti monster makes you sound legit, doesn't it? All right, my favorite things. On baritone first. Okay, and take your time with this one. It says 120. That's crazy, right? 1, 2, 3. Go. Back up to the measure 6. Go. Where am I? 23. Oh, that's so cool. Go. Ooh. Isn't that amazing? There's so many good things in that song. Let's see. Yeah, Rodgers and Hammerstein knew a tiny bit about putting this tune together, hey? Absolutely fabulous, fabulous piece of music. All right, that's it on baritone. Let's try it on ukulele. That tuner was rattling the whole time. Buy a snark, people. Buy a snark. I promise it'll change your life for the better. I'm going to call them out and see if they'll sponsor me. All right, let's try this one. On ukulele. Gosh, I like that song. Gets pretty scary there in that middle section, right? The section there, well, not really the middle. Where does it show up? Yeah, it's kind of in the middle. when you end up doing those bar chords, you're like, oh gosh, things are kind of come off the wheel there at measures 43, 44. Those are, but you can do them, right? And if you can't, just play the melody note and don't worry about it. You know, those though I see those coming up every time. I'm like, oh God, here we go, right? All right, here we go. From the top, nice and slow. Such amazing music for that. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing they had all those tunes in one show. You think about how many Broadway shows there are out there, and there might be one good song in it. You know, some shows maybe two. Andrew Lloyd Webber, Roger Hammerstein, a few others were able to knock them out. But I mean, Gershwin, Porgy and Bess, the only song that's worth it is "Summertime." All the rest of them were like, what? You know, so yeah, very, very, very amazing that they had that many good songs in one show. Here we go. On ukulele, baritone players, you're on chords. 1, 2, 3. Go. Up. Whoops. Go. That's so much. Go. Yay, we did it. All 6 songs. That's so of the 3, right? I think we basically, I think Edelweiss is the easier one. and then do, re, mi, and then quite a bit of a step up to my favorite things is probably, no question, that's the hardest one in the group. I find as I'm playing through that, it's just like this continual, like, oh, now we're going to do that. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, we're going to do that. Oh, that's a cool idea, right? So it's really a really fun song. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. I mean, if Rita's having a decent weather day in Chicago, then the rest of you should just know that there is hope, right? Usually it's really cold up there. Those of you in New England, it looks like you're headed for a rough weekend. Here in Denver, it's supposed to be 62 degrees on next week, so we've been through our deep freeze, and we're done with it. If they haven't sent any more cold weather our way, we're going to revolt. I will see you guys next week. I'm not positive what I will put up over the weekend for you guys. I'm not sure how much more Broadway I want to do. So we may start looking at doing some of the Celtic stuff, just because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Wouldn't be a bad idea to review some of that. If you have anything in particular you'd like to do next week, send me an email. I don't know when the last time I even got to my email box is, but I'll be getting to it this weekend. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're... this is the right one, right? You guys, I stumbled on the right one where you can make great music. You just got to log in the time, and you have the resources to do it. So I am convinced that we have something. We've stumbled onto a secret to music. So yeah. Let's see. Loved the show as a kid. Yeah. I didn't ever watch the show until I got married to Donna, and she loves the show as a kid. And so, no, I bought in. I think it's right. Let's see. Are there PDFs for these songs? Victoria, yeah. The PDFs are in the member area on the website. So jollyrogerukulele.com. Go there. Don't just become a member, right? Look around first before you decide. But yeah, all of them. We have PDFs for almost 600 songs on there now, and it's pretty inexpensive. $5 to go look around, and then. Was it $25 a quarter or something like that? So I made it as cheap as I could, but we still have to have a little bit of a paywall to make sure that the people who are involved in the website are legitimately involved. So yes, Victoria, please go check it out and send me a note and tell me about you, Victoria. Let's find out. Let's get you going up on this crazy ride we're doing. Pam says, this was terrific. Robin, you're welcome. Spring is coming. I know, it feels end of February. It feels like, we're never going to get out of winter. But you're right. It is starting. It won't be very long before we'll be clearing the hurdle. I'm just hoping to get a kitchen back in my house. That's really what I'm looking for. They're putting up drywall and doing some taping and texturing today. So I'm thinking they're going to paint Monday. Next week will be the last week of no kitchen whatsoever. And then I think the week after that, they're going to put in cabinets. So it's going to start to feel like a house again. Let's see. Sandy, good to see you. Michelle, next week. And Gary, more snow next weekend. Never mind. Spring is not coming. It's all doom and misery. Lynn, I've been watching the ice fall from the trees. It's beautiful. There you go. That's turning lemons into lemonade, right? Fran, grew up in Chicago, love that city, but not the weather, right? I know, when you meet people from the Midwest and they're like, it's not that bad. And you're like, it's an emergency. It's so cold. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yago, you're welcome. Good to see you. Glad you made it. I hope I'm saying your name right. Probably not. Thanks for everything you continue to do with you. Hey, you're welcome, Pam. That's very sweet. Michelle, I did too. Then we moved to Galveston. My folks got sick. Yeah, Galveston. I don't know if I'd trade Chicago for Galveston, but I get where the impetus comes from. Yeah. So yay, a kitchen. It's very novel. I'm getting really, 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 really sick of having dishes piled up in the bathroom. Right? We went to all plastic and paper. There's still dishes, right? Because of that cat. Thanks for nice music breaks. Yeah, you guys are wonderful. All right, that's enough. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have to go to composition masterclass. Last week I walked out of, between my private lesson on Fridays and then masterclass, I walk out going, I don't know anything about music. I don't even know why I'm trying. I should get a job I should get a job delivering boxes. That's what I should do. So yeah, I'm gonna go get demoralized, and then I will see see how the rest of the day goes, and then I'll spend the weekend. Check on Sunday night probably for updates to the websites, and I will see all of you there. Peace.